Let's just see what we've got next. Uh, how about... Indian Power the Wheel. So honestly, I have... Yeah. Let me capture this through OBS. But y'all know I'm not bloody... I don't know, cheating the Wheel of Names. Ah, my face! No! Now Wheel of Names. I'm in Name Picker. Alright, when I couldn't decide what to stream that one day. Alright, so we have Bony Hearts Club. Honestly, I want that one to get its dedicated stream, because there's, like, 5 Sanses in there. Let's see. Date Me. Date's Tale. Let's see. Dating Start. DHOH. Whatever that is. Flirting Tale. Harem Room. Harem Room. I didn't screen any of these, so... We'll see. In Love. Kissy Cutie. Undermate. And Act to Flirt. Let's let it rip. I might remove Bony Hearts Club if we get that one, because I don't know what... I want that one to get some dedicated stream. DHOH! Got it! Windows protected your PC. I forgot! These are all from... Yeah. These could be, like... Wait, hold on. Don't... Deltarune Harmony of Hearts. Oh, this is a Deltarune one. And don't do the... Oh, that's actual art. It is not in English. There we go. I can't read this one, y'all. I guess we're going into Deltarune. Yeah, let's start. I never thought this moment would come. Oh. I was so surprised I'd been accepted to the most prestigious music university in the state. Are we learning under Tobias Radiation Fox? Harmony University. An institution where the professors were renowned musicians and singers. True artists who surprisingly were serving as faculty members. The truth is, I like it meeting some of my favorite artists. Sue me. I'd love to meet Tobias Fox. But I shouldn't focus too much on my thoughts. Apparently, it's staring at her goes some kind of weirdo. It was understandable since I'd been staring at campus for 10 minutes, while various students came and went. Just think while you act. I do that all the time. It has never gotten me into trouble once. You just even noticed. After all these years, I was finally here. And it's a few months. It was worth it. Best exam, I didn't get the best grade, but I was fine with just passing the test. Then a human got to the university. Here's where it's Kris. Ah, yes. Oh, that was a different person talking. That was not clear. I almost forgot. From what I was told, there were only 2 humans in the university. There wasn't obviously someone of my species in this town. Let alone have them settled here. After all, it was a community of monsters. So it's Deltarune based. I saw Rouse in the cover art, so I could date Ruxel. Oh well, I had to leave. Isn't good as stairs just starting to make me feel uncomfortable. You're gonna be late for presentation. I'm sorry, wait. I'm with you in the dark. Their Miss Farm Campus for the dorms. They're announced a megaphone. New students had to go report to the auditorium for the welcome opening. I guess I'll leave my search for dorms for later. Can't afford to be late for something so important. Made it just in time. So if you something that's my breath, I'd spray it to avoid being late. Stay rested. Focus on my surroundings. There's a huge crowd. Seemed like having their own group of friends. I assumed many knew each other from high school and now reunited at the university. Searched everywhere for the other human, hoping he'd be here, and I saw different species of monsters. Go off, and I spotted a peculiar group. I'm sorry, say he. Kris's pronouns. That's exactly what they're looking for. Here's our deer, a reptile, a ruminant, and the human. I remember your snow graves, Noel. It's very much your fault, and not Kris's, or the Souls, or the players. That's how we know we'd be in the same grade. Fair enough. Our eyes crossed. Didn't last long, as he returned to look expressionlessly, and then turned back to continue talking with the reptile. What was that about? Make a bad impression just by looking? Or didn't he care if there was another human? Or to befriend that person without the window? I love that attitude! You gotta be cruel and dismissive with me. I shouldn't be. Put up in a matter of minutes. So take a seat. I sat down, as the humans group sit several rows away from me. Why are you so focused on this? Well, it's because it's the main characters, but still. Honestly, if that first encounter was perfect with it. I was walking the stairs to reach the lectern and give her a welcome speech. But start when the door suddenly opened with a loud sound. Is it Wingcaster, the royal scientist? A bloopers caused the interruption, clearly arriving late. I noticed there's an empty seat next to me, which the creature quickly took advantage of. I'll date this one, sure. Move it aside, Kris. You want to be mean to me? I'll steal your boy. I'm a bit uncomfortable. I'm not used to sudden acts. Everything needs to be cleanly choreographed, or I will stab them. Unless they're my cat, because my cat can just climb on you with no purpose. Silence lasted a few seconds, so the bird turns to look at me. It seemed like he wanted to ask me something.
Did I miss something?
No, you're just in time. Ah, my name is Mert! And you see, who's a true nerd? Because of glasses. But because of the Goku Supreme hoodie. He's not even wearing the Supreme hoodie. It's a hoodie with a Goku Supreme on it.
Thank goodness. There was someone in there with pause on that game. That rank match wasn't gonna win itself.
That's why you don't play online games if you are in an environment that is conducive to interruptions. Play an offline game. Play Fallout 4, I don't know. Because I do. Yeah, real nerd.
Play League of Legends anymore into Dota.
Kill him! He mentioned League of Legends. Never mind. I'm not dating this guy. Well, that's a lie. I know League of Legends. I'm going to kill you over that one. I'm not fully aware of what Dota is as a game. I know it exists. I know it's online.
Wait, you don't even know the second greatest game of all time? It was developed by Valve, the owners of Steam.
I thought the second greatest game of all time was Peggle 2. Number one is Zuma. Oh, play Zuma. Yeah, they spent half of an hour explaining to me all about a game I didn't care about. Fortunately, so the odds told him off, and he had to keep quiet. I don't know what Dota is, though. Top it off, he fell asleep in the middle of the first presentation. Principal's presentation was pretty standard. She informed us of schedules, class performances, and the rules followed at the university. Meeting was over, everyone started to get up and head towards the exit. And we would go to dorms to settle in during the last day of vacation as classes started the next day. The bird sitting next to me kept dreaming about who knows what. No one seemed willing to wake him up, so I took it upon myself to do the job. Make some distance, wait till you're at the door, then use like a rubber band to fling at him so you don't have to talk. Hey, wake up. Presentation's over. Dummy. Idiot. Fool! Utter buffoon!
5 more minutes. Drill Ranger needs me.
Is he dreaming about... How am I forgetting his name? I did an entire, like, D&D group thing, and I'm forgetting the name of... Is he from... Is he from a Drist? Drist? Deltarune Ranger. Did they get him gaming mentioned? Oh, it makes much more sense if it's like a Dota thing than if he just is dreaming about tabletop. I'm D&D pilled. He's leaving. It's the dorms. Now I'm getting out of his trance, and he wasn't gonna get up. Scared to stay up all night playing a video game. Drop a pencil topper in his beak.
Yeah, I'm awake now.
He stretched his arms, sitting up from his chair and looking around distractedly.
How much did I miss?
The entire presentation.
I see. Well, a gamer's always ready to make sacrifices like this, even if it costs him the semester.
I don't like it, this guy. No, they just made him more insufferable. I'm like the #1 Berkeley glazer and I hate this guy, damn!
I think making up that was really cool of you.
Well, his gratitude was questionable behavior, he seemed like a decent person. You want me to explain the director's speech?
No need, I'll just ask Noel for a summary later. Has everyone already gone to the dorms?
Yes.
Alright, sit there. You know where it is, right? You want an expert gamer to guide you to your destination.
They're supposed to use location. I had no idea where it was! Ah! That is such a mood, though! So they can tell me exactly where to go for something, and I still will get lost. I had gotten lost before, so... This, I don't know anything about the town, let alone campus.
Don't worry, I memorized the school map like it was a police station in Resident Evil 2.
I've never played a Resident Evil game.
Just for you, I'll be Oma-chow.
Sonic reference! Is that supposed to be a good thing? No, I get that one at least. Everyone knows Sonic Adventure 2. We got the university and found ourselves in the middle of campus. From there, the bird gave me a tour of the entire area. I didn't share any facts about the place, or how it was made. He was explaining the story of his own favorite mangas. Okay, but which one is it? Because depending on it... It's a lava kind of person. Ah, Berserk. Never read it. They recently made a video game adaptation, and it was awful. Not faithful to the original work. I think JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R is perfectly faithful to the original work. At some point in the conversation, I stopped listening, because I wanted to focus on the beautiful views of the campus. My old city, there was nothing like this. Here, it was so much more natural, more rural. Even the air seemed purer. And honestly, I appreciated that. Despite the short time I spent in hometown, I could already tell that everyone had a more relaxed lifestyle. They weren't rushing their destinations, afraid to have a heart attack being late. Seriously, living in the cities was the worst. And it was about rushing and getting enjoy the little moments. I went to a lovely university campus. These facts make me feel no longing for my previous lifestyle. Nothing I miss from my parents. Thanks to modern technology, we could always stay in touch. Before you knew it, we arrived at the dorms.
Wow, looks like we did TP to get here.
He was right. Trip felt short, but not for the reasons he thought.
So, you know which is your room?
Tell me it's room 43. After speaking, my man's eyes went wide. The news shocked him. Don't tell me he's our roommate.
That's mine too. We'll be roommates.
So he's out of the dating pool. Never date a roommate. Oh.
Isn't that exciting? I can spend a lot of Bloodborne to you for hours.
No, thank you. I'd rather just play Bloodborne to learn the lore, actually. Oh, no.
Alright, better go in and get you settled.
Let's admit it, I was scared. It was one of the best. Didn't have a good feeling about sharing a room with a nerd obsessed with video games. Yeah! I sensed trouble. See, I feel like Berkeley doesn't do analysis of video games. A lot of trouble. No, it's just quite challenging. Since we're walking quickly back and forth, throwing suitcases scattered across the floor. There's no other receptionist and janitors look so unfriendly. Who knows? This is already the usual sight.
This is our room.
I stopped right in front of the door. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. Excitement ran through my veins. I was looking forward to seeing what the place where I'd spend my remaining careers would be like. Yeah.
Are you ready to check out the lobby?
There's my hand in front of your doorknob. Turning it, I opened the door and walked inside. Yeah, I'm gonna change stream details real quick. So what? Deltarune. Something. H something. One sec. Harmony of Hearts. Got it. This thing just has a. No, so just put it Deltarune. Sure. Here was my only head stuff as things. There were numerous posters of video game franchises, those action figures on his desk. And for some reason, Emma Watson. Who's Emma Watson? Hold on. Emma... English actress. What kind of... What's her deal? Oh, she was in Harry Potter. Oh. Apparently she stepped away from acting. I can respect that. Did she stand with or against J.K. Rowling? That's going to be... Okay, so she believes in trans rights. I'm fine with that. Cool. Pardon me, everything was spotless. My prejudices about the word were wrong.
Impressive, huh? Perks of being here a few days early to settle in.
I have to admit, you decorated quite well. Everything is clean. I just realized that that's the statue from Chapter 2.
Like Meanbar thanks my best friend Noelle. You wouldn't believe how many times she told me off for not picking up the Doritos bag scattered on the floor.
In the end, my prejudices weren't that off. Darn. You heard that, kids? Be racist. Your gut feelings are always right. If you don't trust somebody, they're not trustworthy.
By the way, you bring anything else besides your backpack?
Yeah, it's coming tomorrow afternoon. Room service hired them for me. It would be late due to high demand, so I'd have to wait. The only moving service in the state was already taking its toll on them. But he wasn't in a hurry either.
If you intend to close, you can count on me. I have plenty of Supremos.
It's nice no thank you, I would rather not.
Hey, blah blah blah, we didn't even introduce ourselves. I'm Birdie, but everyone knows me as DJ Feathers.
Burglary! I'm sorry, people know you? Wait. DJ Feathers.
Yeah, it's my stage name.
Mine's Mert. Nice to meet you. Rhymes with dirt. With everything, Brody was someone I could trust. I would not no! Are you kidding me? This guy doesn't seem reliable at all. He's talkative with a good heart, despite his unhealthy obsession with video games. Have you ever played Deltarune? But comfortable with him, and they're someone I'd never get bored with. In fact, I had to be grateful. I consider myself a shy person. It's not that I dislike socializing, but it's true that it's harder for me than it is for others. It's a very good first step towards building better relationships and opening up a bit more. To avoid the same mistakes of the past. my mistakes in the past are having autism. I'm sorry, that's like a big alienating factor, actually.
Wow, humans are so original with their names. What do you mean? I'm named Kris. Kris, you get the point.
We're surprised I understood exactly what he meant. Our coincidence have such similar names. Guess what? I heard that name somewhere else. Who's Kris? Ting. Isn't Kris a type of dagger? I'm sorry, Cupcake. I shouldn't have used you to do the stabbing motion.
Oh, you're another human. Must have seen him in the auditorium.
Pronouns, people! It's Kris. It's a they're a they. So that they's name is Kris. I need to see his face. I remember what happened in the auditorium. Birdie noticed it.
So yeah, I'm doing you too?
It's not really an unfortunate encounter. We stared at them and they got uncomfortable being stared at. Personally, if I was stared at, I wouldn't like that very much. Kris is perfectly justified.
So Kris is, don't take it personally.
I think that's how people are, actually. Yeah, this response didn't convince me.
He's not one of my gamer buddies. He's a bro.
Still not convinced. I don't see Kris is like, I don't know, the Sims save file. I didn't want to continue with this, so I changed the subject. I go campus a bit more and visit town. Come with me? Use the guide.
Sorry, but I met up with my online friends to play ranked games. I need to get to gold.
But no, I understood that pretty well. Perhaps rely on Google Maps. That's fine. I'll be back later. After doing my backpack on my bed, I got ready to head outside the university. Okay, actually, I'm not sure how I'm feeling so far. They're misgendering Kris the entire time. So, points deducted. Usually, that's what tranquility and atmosphere was an absolute pleasure. Like my problems were disappearing with the autumn breeze. However, loud roars suddenly eclipsed the harmony of the moment. Some minds were arguing in the middle of campus, having a heated conversation. I wouldn't have paid much attention if I hadn't recognized one of the individuals involved, the reptile that was accompanying the human. From distance, I'm sorry, the Susie motif! That purple is uses the terror in all her being, not just because of her height of seat, but because of the hostile aura she gave off. You're pretty rude, Buster. That was no interesting promotion. Seconds later, a crowd gathered to witness the conflict. They even took out their phones to record the scene. Oh. Say again if you dare. Shock isn't food. Sharper than the existing best food. Okay, actually, chalk is pretty good. Something so strong they made the ground shake, made the reptile's bad mood obvious. Hey, Susie, you better drop this. Right, the deer was there too. How's your sister? Oh god, I'm such a jerk. I'm sorry. Didn't seem comfortable with the situation. Seems as if they're comfortable with being in a spotlight with a friend. No, Noel, they're still in their place in the food chain. Yeah! Fight. They're fit. Hey, wait, why did they get the proper pronouns? Well, could it be? Maybe you expelled on the first day of classes, right? Ooh. Tough girl really hesitated for a moment, noticed the crowd around her. Reluctantly, she sighed, stepped back, and started calming down.
Fine, you'll live today.
Why'd you have such disappointment? Sorry for the trouble. She apologized for her friend's behavior. Suddenly, a distant low voice was heard. What's going on?
Run!
Never bring my one that from the teachers. The others, they lunged at me, grabbed shoulders, which caused my loss of balance. Well, great! Susie Deltarune ran me over, much like Asgore ran over Death. Like a deer in the headlights. I'm sorry, Noelle. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm gonna keep being mean to you. Turns out that she saw me approaching and extending her hand. Sorry, it wasn't her intention. It's fine, no worries. Except a gesture of good faith. Yeah. Thanks, sir. Managed to get back on my feet. Man, I can't run away. She kept insisting, thinking personally when he saw we were all feeling like criminals. Sorry, I'm in a hurry. Hope you're okay. I didn't get caught either, so I followed her lead and ran as far away from the scene of the crime as possible. Where's Mr. Gaster, the janitor? That's on the campus trees. Needed to catch my breath from sudden escape. The human screw was pretty peculiar. That one's called Susie with Devering in trouble. I hoped I wouldn't be caught up in it. After a peaceful stroll through the campus, I decided it was time to head to the town. Behind sources, one thing was a fishing village that, thanks to its mayor's reforms, became an ideal tourist destination. All because of the universities that fostered this growth. What made the village stand out were the annual concerts. Took advantage of their master musicians to make the most of them. I preferred to walk to the village. I could take a bus, but I wanted to experience hometown's shining scenery for myself. That said, it would be a bit of a journey, since the university was on the outskirts of the village. 2 hours passed, and I was satisfied with the tour. The village was really small, and it didn't take long to check it out from top to bottom. Fortunately, there weren't many people, as it wasn't the tourist season, but I did spot a few university students. I was really surprised at the kindness of the villagers. They greeted and welcomed everyone they saw. Then approached me to give me directions and a brochure with the village's places of interest. It was very helpful. Now, are we gonna meet Sans? However, as walking made me quite hungry. That's why I found myself in front of this place. As far as marked in the brochure. Where they have a good menu. Already see customer service. So, it's time to try hometown's food. I did the counter. Didn't want to set a table because I was going to order something light and sweet. I wasn't a fan of salty foods. Wow, okay. Mert, we couldn't be any less alike. But I'll respect you. Just like I tried to respect Kris. Waitress who was going to serve me was a gothic cat. And from her appearance, she didn't seem very friendly. So I thought, because she seemed surprised to see me. Well, it's a human. You on a visit? Sitting in the seat, I was ready to answer. Now I stand in harmony. I'll be here for a couple years. I'm sorry. Is this actually a school called Harmony? And it's a music... Damn. I mean, there are schools called Harmony. I know this because I was in a charter school called Harmony back when I lived in Texas. But like, damn. What, really? Really? And a voice startled me. Oh, it's darker. Oh, it's Rousey! Rousey! Wait, when did they go to become Kris?
What's going on there? It's incredible seeing another human around here. And it happens to study the same thing I do.
I'm majoring in music theory.
What a coincidence.
Sorry, no.
It's a coincidence. In fact, Rosie has a cute voice. Oh, don't say that. This doesn't harmony. You, cutie, what's your strength?
My strength? I never thought so now. I'm fascinated by all aspects of music. If I would choose just one thing, it'd be music composition.
That's impressive. I struggle a lot writing my own song.
He's not British, he's Frog. That's impressive. I struggle a lot writing my own songs. It's embarrassing, but I blink out. Far to rhyme and make everything meaningful.
Yeah, I get you.
I felt the same way at first. I found a trick to make the process easier. Come on. Ah. See, I'ma be real. I associate music with characters all the time. I have so many characters in my brain. Get them out. The cat stared at me in silence. Yes, the events I lived in make a mistake today help me compose my writings. As he comes from my head, the lyrics almost write themselves. Honestly, I expect their response. That's pretty interesting. I don't have much imagination.
By the way, does the protagonist have a name?
I mean, I didn't introduce myself. Mert. My name's Mert. Rhymes with dirt.
Nice name.
Very similar to Kris. That's exactly what Burgley said. I'm sure you're going to get along well. I think Kris will be glad to meet you. Yeah. I don't know about that. Something happened. Between to Rose, let's have this one in the auditorium. I've been tagged that way. That's not on purpose. They're quite reserved and quiet. Pronouns, people! Pronouns! You can't even talk to Kris. You'll change your mind. Give them a second chance. You'll see I'm not wrong. He didn't look very convinced of his words. My roommate also tried to convince me that there were two people telling me the same thing. Maybe I could give them that second chance. No, they got the citations on the Kris. Oh, is this is the fandom wiki? Never mind. I don't need that one. How do I get this thing, whole thing in a screenshot? I'm gonna have to. Screenshot. Oh, why do I just have images in the corner of every stream now? This can't become the new normal. I'd give them a second chance. They must judge them. They had judged them wrong. They can't even exchange words. And if they really were reserved, they'd be a lot like me. Yeah, it's very Christic of him. Press, man, press. Speak of the devil, I was his brother. Very radically. gets tone of voice seem different with connotations, really. Ah, she's flirting about Asriel. I don't know. Can you handle your substitute teacher, can he? And Kris is a brother? And is he also human? Possibly isn't a member of my species, may want to join the conversation. No, he's a go.
In fact, Kris is adopted.
By going that topic, try me teaching me as a creation subject. I have a bit of musical talent myself. I can play the ocarina. Badly.
Aren't you without for private lessons?
Your trip pleasant. I flew by. Rose and Kay made up a very unique duo. I would like to spend more time with them, but I was tired. My back was pretty tough. Honestly, first days met my expectations. First time I talked to so many people in a day. You've lived a very sad life. This is the most people you've talked to in a day. Jeez. Finally arrived at my room, finding Birdie still glued to the computer. Seems to be still playing online. I'm back.
No, Coast Guards in 95. You were supposed to be the support, not the tank.
God, he plays hero shooters. Changing insults, he knows my presence.
Having the Steam account so we can play together.
How did you get my information?
That way I can teach you what Dota is, your future drug.
How exciting. You fool! I play only the best games! Like Undertale! I don't know. Have you ever played Joker, Poker, Balala? I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
Yeah, play one more match and go to bed.
So my first day in hometown ended. What's tomorrow bring? I was really looking forward to finding out. Yeah, I'll play one more match and go to bed. That jerk can't sleep all night. Even the keyboard and control worse than any form of torture. Oh. We got numerous intellectual superiority speeches. Rams on the internet about who knew more about video games. Ugh. They repeat himself like a broken record. That was memorized. That Warhammer 40k was a dark fantasy and sci-fi franchise for adults, or grimdark as commonly referred to, created in 1987 by British company Games Workshop. I have nightmares about this! Okay, but Warhammer's pretty cool when it's not being shoveled into your throat. That's the important thing, when you're not forced into learning about it. The worst part? He's still awake. Turned off the computer when his alarm went off.
Good morning, princess. Did you manage to sleep?
No, that look! We are going to kill the bird! No, Cupcake, you're going on my shoulder now. No, I can sleep because of you.
Excuse me? Me? Nerd, you have to understand that as they're on my team, I couldn't have abandoned my teammates. A true gamer would understand.
First of all, never do that with your face again. Secondly, I am sleep deprived now. What a shame I wasn't a true gamer. Next time we'll disconnect the Wi-Fi.
Very funny. I like your spirit.
He took it as a joke.
But need to leave. You won't be late for your first date, do you?
Why you be so
Alright, running out. This time the bags will be empty.
Unnecessary information. It's not my studio state. I figured I could make it today until I got back to my room for a nap. Somewhat ready. So I headed to the university. See, just take a shower every morning, it'll wake you right up. Numerous unfamiliar faces greeted me, and honestly, it was a bit overwhelming running into all these people in such a small space. But I had to get to class, so I must up the courage to push forward and get through the crowd. A few minutes later, I realized I was lost. I knew which classroom to go to, but I had no idea where it was. Where the hell is Music Theory 1 class? I immediately recognized the reptile from yesterday. Going to see in the middle of the hallway. Apparently, going to the same class. That was exactly the subject they had to attend. Does anyone know where it is? Does anyone know where it is? That's why I got students around her. No one dared to make eye contact, fearing retaliation. She really knew how to intimidate. It's the claws. The claws do it. The first floor, second door to the right. Continually toward the answer. Finally, thanks. I had to thank them too. Now I knew where I had to go. What are you looking at? I'm surprised. The fellow locked eyes with me. Apparently, I was in their line of sight. Quickly set aside, during the push we gave each other yesterday. Didn't want to go through that again. There's not in the crowd. As a follower from a distance who heads to the same place, even when I had problems with her. Eventually, we both found the correct classroom. And by all gods, I hope that... You're late!
Anyway, sit down. I'll take the attendance.
And so I earned the professor's dislike. Great. Busy to the back class. The best spots were already taken. Holy cow! We're right next to Susie Deltarune! So we'll sit next to each other. So then, I noticed hadn't brought her book. In fact, she hadn't brought anything. Even the backpack was empty. Or so I thought, because the only thing she took out of it was a box of chalk. That's when I was staring. They're mine. I held the box in her hands as if it were a treasure. I didn't stop there. Started eating, well, devouring the chalk. Finished this so-called delicacy, she had a look of satisfaction on her face. Delicious. That's cool as hell! Hell yeah, we stand Susie! Putting that aside, the class went by without any noteworthy events. Didn't even mention was our Professor Bryce. A grey-haired raccoon who always seemed to be in a bad mood. However, didn't stand out for being one of the most famous artists, but quite the opposite. That was a real letdown. For the entire hour, I observed my classmate, who seemed unsure of what to do. I noticed her eyelids were heavy. She was trying to stay awake. I thought I was the one struggling. However, in the class, Bryce told us to take notes on the subject. No one wants to direct the reptile, so I produced some pages from my notebook and a pen. I was nervous, but I hated the idea of not telling a classmate. After all, I know how it felt. What's this? Seems like notes. Sarah first turned pages for a few seconds and looked at me indifferently, but accepted the gesture of good faith. Thanks. And that was the last interaction with her. Yeah! It's the end! When class ended, I followed my group to the next classroom. When we arrived, I encountered another classroom. Apparently, the teacher we were going to have class with was someone well known. Winggaster, the royal scientist! And that excited me. But Mew Mew? Wait, who'll be teaching now? Mew Mew? That thing's that attacking out of the hallway. Poor social skills are giving me a hard time. Can I really meet my favorite artists? This news surprised everyone equally. Now that public knowledge that the institution kept the identity of the professors unknown until the last moment. It was the hallmark of Harmony. But still doesn't make huge headlines in the news. Well, the campus would probably be flooded with reporters and paparazzi.
Students who don't belong in this class, please leave! Yeah!
See, I'm still thinking about says Mad Mew Mew, because I refuse to let Mad Mew Mew not be a part of this. Mad Dummy. As a little treat, yeah! That was her real voice. But it was her. Enough, enough, enough! Those words, no scary when the unwanted, caused excited screams from the students. From so much noise, the receptionist had to make several announcements over the loudspeaker, warning that anyone who didn't attend class and disobeyed the rules would face penalties. Nobody's listening to that.
During break, you can come visit me.
I'll be signing autographs! Autographs! They decided to leave satisfied with their accomplishments. I would like to get an autograph from her, but I was too introverted to ask for one. I cleared up. We were able to enter the classroom. Let's go! It's actually the dummy motif! Sorry.
I hope you're all having a lovely day.
Couldn't believe it. There she was. Yes, and I sat in our seats, still processing the fact that we were the celebrity. Small internal race, to see who would be the fastest to sit in the front rows. Fortunately, I managed to grab a seat in the third row. I noticed the reptile had stayed behind, staying in the last row. She apparently wasn't on the same vibe as us.
I'm your fan!
Once into the courtesy I would have liked, and the others to tell Professor Mew Mew.
I'm my own fan too!
Comment came with her typical innocent giggle, and class was for laughter. That was her humor. Look at her music videos and live shows. I'm starting to think that this isn't a mad dummy and... I didn't think of the honest humor was Susie. I respect that. See, this Mew Mew doesn't seem insane and mean, so I don't think I vibe with it.
Sorry, the one in the back, do you say something, darling?
You know, the unpleasantness out in the reptile made. That's sim like the rest. I don't like the music. Sam, I learned that one from Burgley. I think the birds that got stuck into you since Warhammer. No. I focused on my teacher. Discussion shows clear. An expression that made me feel uncomfortable. Come on, Mad Mew Mew!
But I can't be liked by everyone.
She must change her attitude. But that's... Okay, I think I'm getting a read on the character for Bear Boys. But that was weird. Next time is better. What?! Okay, now she really shocked me. Look, she was very unpleasant, and her voice changed drastically. Okay, now I got it, okay. She was no longer that cute and sweet cat, but a totally different being. Is this the real her?
Sorry, darling. I didn't mean to raise my voice. I don't like being compared to that second-rate performer.
You come near and circle her famous poses, getting attention and appreciation of the present students.
I make quality music. I make quality music.
As makes not up to what you said. Do you make Mew music? Second rate, quality. The medicine is surpassing in sales.
For now.
Kappa was so entertaining. I was so shocked about those sudden personality states of a teacher.
Hey class, let's start the lesson, yeah?
You change the subject just like that. During class, everything wasn't right. Here's for me, because I witnessed questionable behavior every minute. In previous events, which was very different, and with this current behavior, I'm beginning to feel a certain disgust. I was getting disappointed. I already thought she wasn't like this. I'm going to pause here. I need to take a short break. But then... And we're back! Oh wait, the game disappears when I switch scene. Game capture. Deltarune Harmony of Hearts. Press. Is OBS capturing it? It was capturing just fine before. With you, I don't want to end stream here. No, that's me. Next up, goodbye. Professor was also famous, not as relevant as Mew Mew. His was authentic, unlike the eye, though. It was Tobias Fox. For a hectic morning, it was finally time for a break. As I was hanging out in the cafeteria, there ran into two familiar faces. Berkeley was having a conversation with the doe from yesterday, confirming my suspicions about her identity. Pete, is it? That's my testing. That's Lucas. Hi, Lucas. The audio is going through. Good thing I have something literally made for when the game capture isn't working out. See, this morning, I wasn't in the mood to talk to him. So I walked by when his nerd radar detected me. Oh god!
Mert, are you in the cafeteria too?
Yeah, just what I wanted. Yeah, that's where I'm going. I feel as fresh as a daisy. Christy, do you have any signs of sleepiness? It's amazing you're still awake.
Actually, he fell asleep in every class.
Loser!
It was my gamer nap and it was very PDF.
But... Premier Digital... What? I'm sorry? How was your nap the very document? I don't get it.
PDF. Pretty damn fresh.
He is not making it easy to show them. Okay.
By the way, I think I never introduced you to my best friend Noelle. Actually, we already know each other.
Nice thing on Nust. She wasn't there until yesterday. Even though she had done nothing wrong.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. Don't worry, it was nothing. My response relieved her, and she gave me a sweet smile.
But Ned, Mew Mew's your professor, is that true?
Mad Mew Mew, yeah?
What? Mew Mew's your teacher?
I was up like never before. Looking at it as I used to react the same way when I heard her name. Aw, okay, that's adorable. Damn it, everything was different now. Yeah, it's true, though.
Don't tell me more. I recognize that face.
His attitudes changed drastically, getting more serious.
It was a disappointment, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, solidly.
But it was a disappointment. Yeah, that's how I felt about the end of Game of Thrones.
I never watched Game of Thrones. Oh then. I decided the best thing to do would be to explain my experience as we head down the dining hall. Bernie invited me to eat with his friends. Alright, I would run into the human one. I got time to give them a second chance. I have to admit, socializing this early made me really nervous. It was an unfamiliar feeling, but somewhat pleasant to a certain extent. Took us a while to get our food. When we were served, we headed straight to where Kris and Susie were. They had apparently gotten their food and saved us seats. What's the face? That face? What's that face, Noelle? Reptile was surprised by her friend's downcast expression. It must have made an impression on her, and not a good one. I just had my idol fall from grace. Aw, bitch, chin up! Happens to everyone! Kris gets it. See, they're chill. I know you. You're the guy in the pages. You find at me, referring to me. So, yeah, we are the guy that... Did you know the guy in the pages? Hell yeah! I'd like that. I'm chill with this. Seriously? Yeah. No, that's good. That's chill. I respect that. She knows what's up. Look, Kris. I told you wouldn't be the only human in the university. Susie tried to cheer them up, but they only nodded without saying anything. Nice to meet you. Kris only raised their hand to greet me. We vibe with silent protagonists that are oddly good at flirting. I thought I was an introvert. Don't worry, all you gotta do is take a blade, harness all your will into it, and stab into the Earth's heart. So a shot focus for you. That's how I picked up our friend's conversation.
Mew mew.
That one. Yeah, she's my teacher. You're nothing special. You're not missing out on anything.
I know.
The one nearly started crying in the middle of the cafeteria. I understood her. I love Mad Mew Mew for being very mad! So what friends do you guys have? You're asking about which singers and artists were at the institution. There are many interesting ones. Like Task, former manager who became a professional vocalist. Task Manager! So, there's no one more famous than Mew Mew. Not even Hatsune Miku! Look, call me when the IBM 7040 is my music teacher.
Hey Kris, since he has you around, you sleep in again?
No, he starts tomorrow. Guys, my sister wouldn't let him be late for work. I'm here! I'm here! It's Rose, I got it. Rose made his appearance, sitting in the only free spot. As always, arriving on time.
Susie.
Sorry, I was late because of piano practice. Hey, that's Kris's thing! Didn't think we'd have a practical class on the first day. You play the piano? That detail caught my attention. Those are my favorite instruments. Love the sound of notes made when played. Nah, there's one instrument worth my time. This takes a lot of setup to get started. Hey. Because I still need to use sheet music for it. Hooray! I love the ocarina! I suck at playing it, but I will practice and practice until I suck significantly less. And music of meaning. Actually, I'm an amateur. Real pianist is Kris. Yeah! Kris is a pianist! Exactly. Kris is a real professional. Kris communicates with the piano, but he speaks through it. You mentioned one blushed slightly at the compliments. Yeah! I have to hear play it one of these days if it is possible. They were selling it to me pretty well. I was curious to hear someone so good live. Speaking of practicing, you can join us if you want. Practice? Yeah.
Yeah, we have a band.
The bird sending me, it sounds scared, like I'm mafia or something. Darkness. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. I'm the drummer. Oh god, are they gonna play Raise Up Your Bat? I handle the bass. Piano. I'm a singer. And when he breaks the flow's tone. We have a long way to go. We're just starting. So it's writing lyrics and stuff. That's because you eat the sheet music you write. And they're really tasty. Hey Mark, didn't you tell me you're good at music composition? Ah, they're gonna ask to join.
Look, pal, I get one jointed Jedi order.
First of all, the Republic can fuck off. Join my new empire. Yo, dudes, the empire is pretty chill. How about you, like, join it or something? The help wouldn't be bad. I'm not exactly a professional. I'm sure I'm a writer running gun. Besides, in your method, you'll come up with tons of songs. When the demon heart is crying. Your method? What method? Mark's the inspiration. That is always the protagonist of the stories he creates in his mind. I love character-based writing! Oh, hey. Oh, this bot doesn't even have the respect to give, like, a whole thing about... It's just viewers scam website. Get banned. Really? You know yourself as a superhero or something? That's really creative. I didn't expect Rodney to just expose me in front of them. Yeah, that's kind of not cool, dude.
I understand. I always imagined myself as a plumber who was to rescue his princess from the claws of a fierce...
It's getting out of control. Let's speak up, change the subject. I should think about the proposal. Sure, not that urgent. Well, come to practice this weekend. If you like it, you can join the band. First, everyone had accepted the offer. So knowing I had their approval, I was comment. Okay, now comes to practice. Conversation was pretty unpleasant. I was able to empathize with the group and understand them. Despite everything, they were good people. Was there no tab stream last Wednesday? There was no stream last Wednesday! Or last week at all, I had the flu! Oh wait, you're not in the Discord, are you? Yeah, I'm sorry, wait. If you want to have stream this Wednesday, then there is going to be a poll for what's happening on Wednesday. I'm just putting every stream subject into democracy. Conversation was pretty pleasant. I was able to empathize with the group and understand them. But everything, they were good people. Kris is very quiet. Too quiet, I'd say. Kris is... okay, but I stand with Kris. Everyone loves Kris. I was wrong with them. Rousey and Birdie were right in that. However, talking to Kris was an ordeal. You did not know this? Ah, that's fair. Harry didn't say anything. Communication with the human would have to be postponed. In fact, they considered me for their group that I haven't made the poll yet. I technically made a poll last week for that Wednesday before realizing actually the flu doesn't go away in 2 days. That was my opinion. In any case, this weekend I'd find out for sure. The rest of the hours passed without much excitement. I realized I'd run to different members of the group in my elective subjects. Instead of classmates for group assignments. With pride, I can say that I made it through my first day of classes. That said, I was dying of sleepiness. Unfortunately, my nap was interrupted when the moving service arrived, so I had to get up and help to move my belongings. In about half an hour placing my stuff and decorating my side of the room. And I think it turned out pretty decent. Okay, yeah. They read! Our main character reads! This is peak, actually. Bird appeared at the door. Stood there for a while, contemplating the area I had decorated. Why do you have figurines? Where's your gamer spirit? I don't have a gamer spirit, actually. I have a reader's soul! And an artist's soul, because look, there's drawing tab over there too. You disappoint me, Mert. I'll have to indoctrinate you someday. Colt! I hope not, really. But I was just passing by to leave my jacket. But to leave something important. By the way, I added you to our line group. Check my phone and sure enough, I was added to a group called The Darkness. Wait, how did you get my phone? Hold on, yeah. How did this man get my contact info? He made the Steam account with an email I never gave him. The image of his glasses and the reflection prevented me from seeing his eyes. Top it off, gave me a creepy smile. Without saying anything, he left. Nothing about Burgley is trustworthy. Can't do anything, so feeling bored and sleepy, I lay down on my bed, ready for the ultimate nap. Huh? Oh! What? Uh-huh. Dear gods! I don't understand it at all. No, can't type. Conversation group was our meme conversation to see the post the worst one! Yeah! However, someone wrote to me in my private chat. What was I saying? Hey, how'd it go with Kris? Took a second to respond. Good. Very quiet! And I respect that. Do I just click? Yeah, Roger's typing. Yeah, Kris sounds something like that with strangers. Just give him time and you'll see everything flows. Aw. Browse is kind of a guide to the emoticons, yeah. And those ends are the smartness, so. Wait! Kris's pronouns! Check the bottom and left of the screen, Kris's pronouns! Get them right! Get them right, Rouse, hey! Nevertheless, he continued writing. By the way, tomorrow I'll try your method. Oh. And see if I have some luck too. Maybe tomorrow, yeah. I must acknowledge. Outside. Found my cell phone nothing on the desk. And to make up for the lost hours of sleep. I forgot something yesterday. Turning off the Wi-Fi. Damn bird woke me up at 5 in the morning.
I lost it again because of the damn store.
God, he's playing Fork and Knife! Yes, his frustrating stream is what woke me up. Thirdly, can you tell me why in the world you are still awake at this time in the morning? Classes start in 3 hours! Didn't hide the anger.
When they relaxed much of Fortnite, they kept coming in second place, and I took it personally. Don't worry, in the next match I'll win.
Before I could finish, I disconnect the internet.
Why you do that? And then we're gamer buddies.
What gave you that implication? And actually, what action gave the implication of gamer buddies? Good night, Berkeley. Without saying another word, I went to sleep. Fortunately, he reluctantly decided to imitate me. I heard him yawn, escaping him as he tucked himself in. In 2 seconds, fell asleep. I'd finally have peace, but I discovered something much worse. And more torturous than the screams or noises that Birdie made when he played his online game. Does he snore? He's snoring! I consider myself a peaceful person. I do not. Not on the verge of committing murder. Mert is a much better person than I am. I tried to sleep, but it was impossible. It was already 6 in the morning. Cafeteria open at this time, so I didn't hesitate to escape from this torment to clear my head and have something sweet. Good thing Harmony at the cafeteria. Didn't feel like taking a long walk to hometown. There was one thing I noticed on this cafe. Reporters and journalists were already camping at the entrance of the building. It was about Mad Mew Mew being a teacher must have spread to all corners of the planet. I hope this one causes too many problems. I was heading to the counter. I saw Rosie having a coffee. He was focused, running through his phone notifications. He even seemed worried about something. It was hard for me to see him in this state, from the albeit little time I had known him. He'd always been a cheerful monster. There really was something about that news that was eating him up inside. I was worried. The nicing people unhappy. Always been one of my virtues to help those in need, but what could I do? Well, the best thing would be to sit next to him and order something. Once sat right next to him, here's my order. Rousey didn't notice my presence since he was still absorbed in his phone. Are you okay? Pretty lame, I was gonna think. No, that's a perfectly good way of voicing that, actually. Mert! The sheepish one jumped at my words. That's Castletown. Since when are you here? I just got here. Oh, sorry. How's it my world? How's my world? So he dropped his phone and left on the counter. Why are you going awake so early? Birdie. Right, your roommates. I'm really sorry. You have to have some flaws. She laughed at my comment. I wasn't laughing! Makes you feel better. Noelle had it worse. What do you mean?
Can't hear them for a whole month. You know, summer camp.
Oh.
Yeah, she has the most trauma from it.
Oh. We're stuck with him for a full year!
With the advice on her birthday, she can be a huge help.
I might talk to her later.
How are you adjusting?
Staying away from my roommate situation. Doing well, handling it. Bit overwhelming, some change, but definitely worth it.
I'm really glad to hear that. You know, I understand you. No, I understand you. I wasn't so interested either. Here, I made a mistake. Over time, I made some great friends.
You're in big city too?
Oh, they're not local.
Didn't expect this twist.
Yeah, pretty big one. Bigger than you think.
Then took a quick glance at his phone. He's from Cyber City! Castletown. Have you related?
By the way, gonna be an Asio today.
The attitude changed drastically. That conversation. Oh boy. I can't even see how they interpret that as real. Here's his brother, right?
Exactly. I think you two signed up for the same elective subjects. I mean, great opportunity for you to get closer to Kris.
You're right. I'll try to be a bit more social.
That's no spirit.
Kept talking until it got late and we had to go to the university. That's why we were headed towards the institution. However, we stopped to watch the crowd around. I saw that the reporters shouting and calling Mad Mew Mew's name. You're allowed to kill the paparazzi, I think. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I think so. Mad Mew Mew should get a gun.
That's gonna be a problem. Hey, it's Susie!
Since his brother up to two law enforcement agents. They seem to be morning shift guards. One is a skeleton and the other a fish! Fish! Do you think you'll make it there safely? Yeah, Mom. I think this is copyright music, actually. Sarcastically, totally protected.
How sweet! She called you Mom on 9!
I mentioned one just side. Be careful, okay? Whatever you say. And still have to get back to the real job, holding my paparazzi. I hate that couple of lovebirds.
Susie, they just want to help you!
I know. That's why I hate them. That didn't make sense.
Oh no, we're late!
We arrived just in time for class. You still hadn't arrived, but since we're watching someone. There was a suspicious looking monster sitting in one of the seats. By his looks, it was clear he wasn't a student. What are you looking at? Teacher will be here soon. Pizza Pants! The Roaring Knight! Here was a reply to the orange cat when teacher arrived.
How do you tell my followers? How'd you wake up today?
Then it changed radically to the guy Among Us. Among Us! They stared at each other in silence.
You again. Great, you remind me. So make my...
In the first sentence, teacher went straight for him and grabbed him by the neck! Yeah! Kill the deadbeat! She gained strength, she threw him out of the classroom, and they were on break because of the impact. Afterwards, she slammed the door shut.
Where were we? Yeah.
Then she was back to being a sweet and innocent idol girl. Class went fine eventually. Tell a student asked her how she became famous. Thanks to that question, the class turned into a boring documentary about Mew Mew's life. I was interested in the topic, so I was discovering her true side. I stopped caring. I knew she would stop the deception and not staying true to herself. Well, yeah! People lie on the internet! I'm probably lying on the internet, I don't know. Why didn't I realize this before? It's just acting, I think. Class ended, and it was time for the next one. Subject that now was music creation. Supposedly, the teacher was Kris' brother. I was curious to know that Suze didn't take the same elective subject. Apparently, she did Rose. Huh. When I arrived at the correct classroom, I noticed that the human was assigned to a large room in it. From what I remembered of the conversation at QC's diner, his brother was a goat. So this must be Asriel. Did you fall asleep? Actually, I did. But Des woke me up. Why throwing a cold water jug at me? I first stopped listening and get into the class. As the students entered, the teacher closed the door and Charlie walked to his desk. I looked clear his throat, and once ready, he started the class. Welcome to my class. Today I'll teach you the basic principles of creating melodies and chords. Understandable. Uh-huh. Kris made a soft sound to indicate that his brother had forgotten something important. Ah, and my name is Asriel. Wait, I'll write it down so no one forgets. Teacher wrote his name on the board. Kris gave him a thumbs up, saying that he was doing well. This class seemed promising. Well, as I was saying, it's essential to understand rhythms in a composition. The monster was trying his hardest, and honestly, he was succeeding. That seemed really interesting. That could probably be my favorite. I just told us that we would be making songs, from creating our own melodies and rhythms to writing the lyrics of those. To make it easier, I'm thinking that you'll work in pairs. You have to create a song and present it in 2 months. 2 months! They were surprised by the news. Actually, they were more worried than anything. I was sure they had no experience. Fortunately, this is my strong point. Don't worry, during this time, I'll teach you everything you need to know to compose a song. Also, Tony has given us their studios so we can record and create our pieces. Now that's exciting! I gotta be professional, turn demos in a big studio. So your names on a piece of paper, I'll randomly choose the pairs. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. Who would my partner be? Watch it be like Muffet over there in Alligator. I'm paired up with a Rudin! Finished writing, I just collect all the papers and place them in a jar. Then he started shaking it in every direction. Once he finished that process, he picked 2 papers and announced the pairs. It took a while, and it was hard for him to read, as some students had handwriting worthy of a professional doctor! Then what are they doing in music school? Kris, Mert, you two will work together. I can't believe it. How is it possible that the only 2 humans are paired together? This is racial profiling. It's nice to believe in destiny, but I have no other explanation for this phenomenon. This is racism! And you know what we say about racism time! Kris and I both had the same idea, so look at each other in surprise. You still had that indifferent expression. Yes, this guy's promised a lot. Wow, what a coincidence. I was expecting he had done this on purpose. Time flew by. That was very enjoyable and educational. Asriel was a good teacher, though his inexperience was noticeable. I'm not learning nothing from this! Before I left, I noticed Asriel went to his brother's desk. Hey, Kris, what do you name it? Same human? I don't know. Valid! Oh, come on, where's your sense of humor? I felt like to stop hearing more of the teacher's jokes. I was still keeping his usual reserved attitude, so I didn't know how to suggest ideas or meetings for composing. Didn't want to be intrusive. Maybe better to talk to him through line. Probably be much more like going to text than in person. Well, I try that once I get back to the dorms. Also, they are... No, I'm forgetting Kris's pronouns, no! When the break time came, I headed to the cafeteria. On the way, I ran to the reptile. Sis seemed to be talking to the trash can. Told you already, I don't know anything about her. Told you already, I don't know anything about her. Hi? No, she was so bad at talking to inanimate objects. Oh, it's you, the guy of the pages. Yeah, the guy of the pages! Why did she keep calling me that? Well, it's because you gave her pages. That's why she's calling you that. Who are you talking to? Oh yeah, you look like a simp. They're popping now or something? Are you calling me a simpleton? Put up your dukes, rapscallion! wait, wasn't this guy from Mimi's class? I like to answer a few questions about your teacher. Right in a trash can. I did the exact same thing. And this cat was only showing his head, so a bite was hidden in a bin. These guys say we get the job. They don't scare me for the fourth time. Can't do your work properly, there's no respect for the profession. That was a real weirdo. Yeah, get a real job. Like, making art. Or nature photography. If you have the camera, I have no doubt you have an understanding of composition. Go to the mountains and take pictures of beautiful birds and trees and wildlife. Please hear some questions to leave. Can't stand being among so many hormonal students. Thanks. This is a college. The only hormones here are the typical adult hormones. Now here comes one. Don't say I'm here. I'm trying not to move. Trying to be just not an ordinary trash can. Distance, I spotted one of the police officers from this morning. There's a skeleton who's rushing towards us. Oh, Susie! And another human! Hey. Have you seen a reporter around here? Or anyone who doesn't look like a student? Cross from and looked at me, maybe waiting for a response from me, as if she's gonna activate someone I chose. Right there. Thanks, human. Great job. Oh, come on, that was fair. I'm playing on your 1 to a 9. After hiccup, the journalists are pulling her out of the trash can. No, not her. I'm really scared. Was the fish so terrifying? But she's so fun and nice. Of course, as long as you haven't committed any crimes. Alright, I'm leaving. The great papyrus is signing off. Or that. The doctor left us with the detainee, leaving us alone. I would have done the same. Guy didn't give off good vibes. He did not! Rancid vibe check! Yeah, so I ran him out. Not for trespassing, but also for pretending to be a student. As a good citizen, I had to respect the law! Square. Especially with someone as suspicious as him. The police are a means to my ends. I do not care about them otherwise. Are you testing me? They're in my committed intentions. That's why I had to speak first. I know. Was I doing that? And anyway, they're getting rid of him, Mert. Mert? Just call me Mert. Yeah, that's your name, right? Oh, why do you keep calling you the guy of the pages? Mert is fine. It's just a big step. Anyway, just call me by name. Just gonna stand there with me to the cafeteria. Yeah, I'm coming. I was passed calmly, but now I'm back to the residence. I walked to my destination, noticed numerous paparazzi and reporters set at the university entrance. Are we in a place with an open carry law, or do we have to stab them instead? You notice how many hours they've been there. It doesn't matter, real. I went straight to bed. After how comfortable it was. I was sure I'd take a nap for who knows how long. However, when lying down, I remembered what's happening in Nazio's class. I'd run with Kris, and have to compose a song together. I want to check if we socialize more through text than in person. With nervousness, I messaged them privately. And we're right here to see when it's convenient to talk about the song and how to organize ourselves. He wrote back, yeah. Hello, yes, it seems good to me. Busy this week. Free next week. Oh yes, you can get better in chat in real life. This is positive. At least we could communicate somehow. Well, didn't expect that way of writing. I cell phone nicely and got ready to sleep. I was listening for a long time, so the sound of my cell phone messages woke me up. I forgot to put it on mute. I grabbed the other object and entered the chat of curiosity. The person that spoke to me was Rose.
Hello, I found your method today.
How'd it go? Rose!
It didn't work.
Ha! Coughing less. Oh my.
I'm afraid you can try. Thanks forget anyway.
Oh well. If anything that was in there, or send a new message.
Anyway, I want to thank you for this morning. Very nice talking to you.
Aw, everyone loves Rose. Same here. Feel okay. Justice gratitude for something missing other than the news you received this morning. Is it the roaring? Did Rose just discover that he gets like 17 new face sprites for being sad in Chapter 5?
Yeah, I feel better now. As long as you help me get distracted from, well... I don't thank you for that, that's all.
Glad to hear that. Really happy to hear about that, but I was still tired. Went back to bed. Guess I managed to put the phone on silent. When did Friday arrive? There has been no indication of the time of week, so yeah, time did fly by. It was the last day of my first week in Harmony. I had to admit, it was like more fun than I expected. I was getting closer to Berkeley's group. Yeah, that's the breaks. Common points of the group. Those meetings, we all got along harmoniously. Just how I got to know them more closely. In fact, right now you're on break. I'm waiting for Birdie, Susie, and Rouse to come back with what the cooks called food. Yes. Waiter, more slop, please. So, we're having a meeting at your place tomorrow? It was nodded. Great! By the way, my mom will be spending this weekend with us. It'll be a family session. That's good. Yes, she's always busy with work. Oh, she looks sad about that. When did this get released? Hold on. Actually, about a year ago. Damn, this was before chapters 3 and 4. Huh. Interesting. Cool. I was so excited about that. But will you be able to practice? Yes, she's already aware and she thinks it's fine. But she doesn't want noise in her house, even less on her days off. That's why we never practice there. I would like to join the conversation, but I say, you won't seem nosy. Oh, will your mom make the Cameron salmon pie? Yes. How wonderful. Merit. I'm turned when she called me. I expect her to say my name. Oh yeah. Toya makes delicious pies. My favorites. That sounds good. I like sweet things, right? I love it. Nah, I need salt in my diet, please. Not even salt, just savory. Then you'll love it. Hey, little brother. Hello. So nice as always, huh? Is brother respecting their... What's Kris's preferred choice of sibling? Or sibling title? For example, I have sibling, and then brother, and then sister. And I have one of each, so I've collected them pretty well. But what's Kris's preferred thing to be called? No, it's not. Hello, Asriel. Oh, hello, Noel. And hi, Mert. Good teacher. She laughed what I said. Yes, teacher, that sounds great. Don't be full of yourself. Being a two-bird job, Nate. First week, I want to stop working. Yeah. Hey, that comes very much like your sister's. Dear God, his desk is around. No, all of my bullying earlier is moot. And invest. Dear God, wait, the Holiday family is well adjusted in this timeline. Damn it. Is Rudy still dying or no? But no, I like this race. My job. In fact, I've the practical class on my guitar. What do you bring it? Of course, little sibling. Reading that forgetful. You say in silence. I don't know if it began thinking about whether or not he had brought that instrument. Did they bring it? That didn't inspire confidence. Yes. Ah! Lost girl! The roaring night has made its appearance! No, I didn't bring your sister. That's been the case. Physics for 6 summers, no, I was standing with the teacher. Your arms crossed, it seemed to be carrying a guitar case. I assumed it was Des. I even with that as real drink. Dear gods! December holiday, the roaring night! 1, 2, 2, 5! The goat was frozen. It was clearly messed up. Good thing it wasn't him. Are you implying that I'm fat? No, of course not. It's a humorous comment. Ghosts continues to frown, tries to change himself based on what seems to be your partner. Ah! This is a Desreal shipping situation. Understandable. Someone's laughing at the reaction. That's joking, silly. Don't give me these scares, please. By the way, I can just give you this. Just hand the guitar to our teacher. They'll get funny and put it away safely. Thank you, you saved me again. Not used to being your heroine. Dear God, she's an addictive drug that often kills people by overdose. Seems the conversation has ended, but the dog still wants one thing from her boyfriend. Aren't you forgetting something? Ah! Dear God, public displays of affection, kill it! her foot his partner and kiss her in front of everyone. And by everyone, I mean everyone! Kris, go get your dad's truck. Soon, even the cook stopped what they're doing to witness this love scene. Get a room! What, does that have a girlfriend? Well, evidently, they should get a room, though. Can't be. You start dreams and hopes of the female student. And probably a lot of the guys, too. Don't underestimate the sheer power of yaoi. Try to do it in front of everyone. So I single loser. She winked at her and stuck out her tongue jokingly, and mentioned the one across her arm trying to be hurt by this comment. Have Yuri, now! Well, I'm leaving. See you at home, honey. Should I bring something for dinner? Yes, as long as you don't forget. Dun, 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 dun. Very funny. Well, I also have to leave. I have to get ready for the next class. That was my sister, Knit. I noticed. Yeah, I noticed, okay? She always likes to get attention. Right. Very outgoing. They leave already? Finally, the trio we were waiting for arrived. They had trays full of food. Not very appetizing food, but food nonetheless. When the break was over, I headed to the next class. Then a familiar voice stopped me. Hey Mert, wait for me! I understand why dear was calling me. Still I froze like a deer in the headlights. Something happened. You also have music aesthetics. Yes, Dio is an elective too. That's right. Oh, mind if we go to class together? Sure, no problem. I would be horrible in a university. I'm suspicious of everybody. Then you arrived at the hallway where the classroom was. You heard the melody resonating inside the siren! And inside the instrument, it was a saxophone. Wait, Mert, is our teacher? Sunglasses with agreed to enter the classroom. Dear God, it's Task Manager! Not a task. Task Manager. As we entered, we saw a teacher playing saxophone. May seems to not at such majesty. She was definitely a professional. This was the reason she won numerous awards. Above all, they explained that she was chosen to be a teacher at Harmony. Everyone was amazed that there were some empty spots in the front rows. I didn't hesitate. I headed straight for the empty seats so I wouldn't have the same experience as a few days ago. Good thing they were free. Noel whispered to me, not to interrupt Task's melody. I was dumbfounded. Didn't know when she followed me to sit right next to me. Alright, class. Settle down. We're starting. Task and her friends sit in their respective seats. It was a shame, as she stopped playing the saxophone. Task Manager would have assigned seats. She's a very organized person. No, the attendees listen to the teacher! Everyone wanted to play one of her most famous songs. I was not part of this group. The thought. But seeing the teacher's expression, I knew it was better to stay quiet. Silence! You foolish fools! Task took out the whip and cracked it. The attendees were impressed and paralyzed by this strict and extreme attitude. How do you know what they're feeling? Sure, you can know that they're paralyzed, but you don't know they're impressed. In a few seconds, everyone obeyed her orders. Okay, I think the dev team is Spanish, so maybe it's just the translation thing with the pronouns. I will not tolerate anyone disturbing the peace of my class! Maintaining calm is essential even in music. best not in fear. My teacher noticed our weird behavior, decided to continue with the lesson. Open the book. We will begin with the basic principles of music aesthetics. Another idol wasn't like on television. Enough this once for 1 week. I thought the class would be very boring until Noel threw a crumpled note at me. Surprised, I grabbed the object and carefully read what was written on the note. Oh, single me. I'm... Is that disappointed? Nothing twice, I had to write the following. What that mean? Is that... I'm pretty sure that's me too. See, I know some Spanish. That might be I'm scared, actually. Either I'm disappointed or I'm scared. Pass notes to my classmate. When she opened it, she almost burst out laughing. So then there was our fights while I wrote. There's no date, so I new notes. The moment we almost got caught by task, I stopped writing to her secretly. Didn't want to face the repercussions of her whip. Capital punishment should be illegal! Or corporal punishment. I mean, capital punishment too. People should not be killed for crimes, but also you shouldn't be allowed to beat your kids. The bell rang, signaling me into the class. As we were about to leave, a scene interrupted us. Apparently, we've been watching our secret messages. We can't go to the apart for even a minute without talking to each other. Took us by surprise. I took it well. I knew he was teasing. But Noel did blush. I am not dating the deer. She should go have Yuri. Just friends. I'm late for class. See you later, Mert. That was strange. Didn't run off like that. Didn't know Noel was easily embarrassed. You'd think she wouldn't be, considering her sister. And well, I was also surprised she called me friend. Is there someone who just group for me with that term? We had a long way to go with the rest to have this kind of relationship. That was a big step. Trying to make new friends. Trying to improve my social skills, and it was paying off. Classes ended, I headed to the dormitory. Yeah. This first week had been very exciting, but it wore me out. I was so tired because of the bird and its nightly antics. Just as I was about to take a nap, Burgley walked in. He seemed excited about something. Are you ready, player 2? Ready for what? I didn't like being dragged into his plans. Remember the extended live music stream? What? Every Friday I do live streams for my followers. Wait, are you a streamer too? Hold on, this is getting a bit too meta here. No, Mert. But it became more serious. I am the one who frees the minds of the masses with good music. The one who doesn't let them drown in ordinary trash. I am the one who, with my artistic talents, can liven up the parties. That's right, Mert. I am the famous DJ Feathers. Okay, Nerdy. But you already knew that. Well, I'm going to sleep. Put the earmuffs about yesterday to block out any noise. I had to make this purchase not only because of Brody's late night chatter, but also because of his snoring. And they actually worked.
Self-voicing enabled. Self-voicing disabled.
Good to know. The V key makes so I don't need to actually do anything. Wait, I need to come with me. Come with you? Hey, lay on bed. I need to grab my headphones and close my eyes. Today I announced that someone special will come to the live stream. And it's you. Why did you do that without consultation? I wanted to refuse, but I noticed he looked worried. He needed my support. God damn it. The bird put me in a bind! I was fully entitled to not help him. Over, I didn't like the others. Damn it! Stop being a people pleaser! After all, it would be a live music session. I could learn something after all. No. I took a deep breath. I mentally prepared myself to say the following. Alright, I'll come with you. Awesome! I'll get everything ready for the live stream. Relax at his desk, set his DJ console, and figured the streaming status. We're ready to start. How many followers do you have? Here's no famous DJ for this was. I have 5! I am already more famous than Burgley! Ah. Kris, Susie, Noelle, Rosie, and my sister. Oh, I know you had a sister. I talk about Margaret. I hate her. Damn! I can never hate my siblings, actually. I say that like a joke, but honestly, I do miss a lot of my siblings. Oh yeah, I miss the only siblings I don't have contact with. Oh. Let's get started. Let the show begin. Really? Cumbia? Cumbia's in vogue and it's a genre I like. Dear God, it's Smart Race! Back to my phone, so to see how many people will be watching us live. There are only 3. Didn't miss out. That's few. I'm mistaken again, Mitt. These viewers are my loyal followers. This defense is set in small. I'm left the stream. So my phone vibrates. Send a message in simply Rosa. I like that on the stream. Now it makes me sad to leave. I felt sorry for his bad luck. Comes a new streaming. DJ Feathers is in the house. We're out for 6 hours. I came to the new conclusion. I hated extended streams. Valid. However, it was quite entertaining. Really knew what he was doing. He was even putting remixes in and out of the live. Truth is, he looked like a real professional. The best part is I got straight to DJ console. I was terrible and understood nothing, but I felt like a real expert. Now you'll be famous. Good when you leave hometown. I don't know if I can handle fame. No one can, Mer. That's the curse of success. By the way, I'd like to invite you to dinner. You're going to be in a session with me. I think I owe you that. Yeah. Yeah, you did. Very much so. Sounds good to me. I'm starving. Thanks for that gesture from the bird. It was a nice touch. Next budget from at the restaurant from last time. There are many young people dining, mostly college students. Now there's the popularity of this place. Okay. Where are there any free tables? If it's the famous DJ Feathers. I'm sorry, Caddy, but I'm not signing autographs right now. Oh, and the human is also here. How'd your first week go, cutie? Oh, she is absolutely fishing for tips. And I respect that too much. Pretty good. Thanks for asking. At a free table? Yes, come with me. Sit on our seats. Buddy's here to talk. To place their order, the birds started chatting. But tomorrow's the band rehearsal. Yes, I know. I'll be at Kris's house. Are you nervous? A little. Don't worry, Kris's family doesn't bite. I didn't mean it because of that. This whole adjustment is being stressful? That's not at all. I don't have to explain. Yeah, I understand you. I can't explain the Lord Dark Souls either. Hey, just relax. Tomorrow you'll be a spectator. Yeah, I'm intrigued. Cautiously. The band is good because I'm in it. I'm the carry of the team. Was that a good thing? But thinking these days about pursuing as a composer. Just don't know what to do. Don't worry, you'll see all your doubts disappear tomorrow. And that worried me, especially after him. Having dinner and talking about other trivial matters till it was time to pay for our food. That was delicious. Yeah, very good. Well, when are you gonna pay? What? What do you mean pay? I know you're one of those. Wait, you haven't invited me to dinner! I don't know how to pay. I didn't invite you, but I didn't say I would pay. Ah! Thirdly! These days, I'm going to kill that bird in my own hands. So you're gonna pay? Right, are you gonna pay? Let me damn bad duck. Yeah, I'm gonna pay. And roll out with my wallet. Don't want to stay up all night watching dishes. So I was ringing birthday, but I don't want to make a scene in front of everyone. I kept that anger for later. Now I just wanted to go home and forget about all this. It was the day I would attend the band rehearsal. For this reason, I found myself in front of this cozy house. I had come with Bird because he knew where Kris lived. That said, we were late. The bird had been playing online. At the point, I was a bit anxious about this. Wasn't very confident to visit a friend's house, let alone someone I barely met this week. Fair. However, I was excited about the group rehearsal. Well, let me handle this quest. We don't use that nice doorbell that. We're here! Open up! Berkeley. But bang on the door like a maniac. Oh my god, this is overwhelming me. Birdie, there's a doorbell! Anyone stop coming bed to stacked. Was there a doorbell? Was Birdie supposed to have been here before? There were footsteps coming to the door. The bird stepped aside and stood by my side. Opened the door for us. Possibly Kris's mother or father. Hey, Birdie. Someone told me you were Sand! Mr. Sand, you know I can't control my impulses. Yeah, but when you did it again, you'd have a bad thought. I was with you. It's our university buddy, Nerd. Even as the rehearsal, may even join us. Yes, I can. That's interesting. I'm in. There's a waiting. Thank you, Mr. Sands. Yes, thank you, Mr. Sands. My pleasure. I was waiting. I knew he was going to appear. Outside the house, and it was very cozy. There were multiple family portraits. Prominently featuring pictures of Kris and his brother Asriel as kids. Noticed one in particular. It appears to be a photo celebrating our teacher's graduation. I absolutely couldn't stop staring at the skeleton in the photo. I feel like Kris's dad to be another human or even a goat. Though, of course, Kai told me a few days ago, Kris was adopted. Hey, Birdie. I whispered to my partner. When the skeleton hears us. Why? What's my question being driven to me? I don't know. Oh, love is so incomprehensible. It's under the disease of the bone! That's plain words. Was I supposed to laugh? Honey, are they here already? Yes, dear, they're here. Hello, dears. Welcome. Oh, no, Noel's the deer. Chris's mother was just as I imagined her. This made more sense to me than the skeleton. Kids are in the garage rehearsing. Thank you, Miss Toriel. Hey, you don't call me young man. It's just the kids and their manners. They're tested to you because they know you're all bones. We'll start laughing at the pun. Let's leave. Yes, they're made for each other. Let's leave immediately. Well, we're leaving now. Finally, a good suggestion. Birdie nudged me, and I was following. For once, I didn't complain. Then these little birds would stay here making bad jokes. I did not have time for that. We arrived at the garage. It's quite tidy. Of course, not counting the instruments scattered around. I heard Noel playing the bass inside the house. Honestly, it sounded pretty good. Now that I was in front of them, and having you in front of me, I have to admit they were quite good. Well, Birdie, we're late this time. Genshin Impact. Ah! He plays Genshin Impact. Dear gods! Becoming less and less of a trustworthy person every time he opens his mouth. Susie made a face of disgust! Yes! Agreed. What, I ask? I would go play the drums. So he has sort of a game she didn't care about. Hey, Mert, I'm trying to compose something, but can't think of anything. I had a feeling with the comp. Yeah. So maybe you could help us?
Well, you're by the tests. I'll set myself to make the remixes.
Actually, I just came to listen to you.
Wait, no, we really need you.
And the triple one was worried about the situation, so I was out to weigh all my options. In a few seconds, with Turner with Rose's eyes fixed on me, I thought that would help them. Alright, I can share some of what I have.
Awesome.
I took out my phone, handed the goat, choosing one of the better songs in a row. I was read it carefully and apparently loved it. How do I know this? I'm a first-person narrator.
Pretty good. Just really good. It works for us. Now to modify it to fill the melody of our improvisation.
The only time being the scope of the song, when it was somewhat decent, we proceeded to divide the parts for each musician. After this, they began to rehearse. Rosie was on leading and it came near to Susie, the bass to Noel, the backing vocals to Kris, that's how Tony went from Birdie. Having Kris on like any type of vocal is funny as hell. Kristen's unharmonious. Phyllis wasn't doing his DJ role very well. They'll give him a piercing look, making him step up. Drop, they achieve something interesting. I didn't think they were so fit with these very disparate instruments. None of them are using a woodwind. They're all good at their own thing. They just had things polished, of course. But for just starting out, they weren't doing that bad. I'm really impressed with Rose's voice. I expect him to sing like a real professional. Now I understand Kai's comments. Over the rest were no slouches either. Susie was the most energetic. She put so much enthusiasm into it that it seemed she would break the drumsticks at any moment. Mo was the shyest. She tried to keep up with the others so she wouldn't fall behind, and she looked quite focused watching her bass, almost disintegrating it with her gaze. On the other hand, Kris was the complete opposite. Passively, they pressed the keyboard to find the perfect melody to accompany the main voice. And then there was DJ Feather. Anyway, I don't know how long they'd been rehearsing, but it was already night.
And that was amazing.
A great job, Mert. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
The lyrics are very nice. I see we managed to finish the song.
It was fun. Even Kris had a compliment! Oh! I was expecting this one of a welcome. Seriously, thank you so much, but you all did all the work.
So, what do you decide?
Self-voicing enabled.
Ah,
Self-voicing
Would you like to join the
disabled.
band?
And that question comes sooner or later. And stop thinking about it for days. Constantly circled in my mind. This would be a big step for me. This stuff so I can finally make a better decision. Yeah, alright, I'll do it. I'm in. The attendees were delighted by the news. Missing on one of my songs came to life in those instruments and melodies. It was everything. Once you've had away again, I want to continue with them. Now I feel like grabbing the pencil and starting to compose. An excitement I never thought I'd feel. Once we returned to the living room, Kris's parents were waiting for us. Torio was excited and quickly came over to us.
That sounded very good.
Yeah, Mares don't be my hero anymore. Let's go collate at their partner. Sans, stop catching strays. Go do the jitterbug. Just kidding. I didn't have ears.
Thank you very much.
The rehearsals are paying off. By the way, you're staying for dinner, right? The rest are about to arrive. The rest? At that moment, someone rang the doorbell. Oh, right on time. They've arrived. Fantastic. Come in, dears. Don't be shy. First arriver, Ezra and his partner. Hi, Mom. How are you? With the roommate, like his mother, she's going for the formality. Okay, sorry. Hi, Mommy. After that, they hugged. Now it's the doe's turn. Hi, mother-in-law. Des, you look so beautiful today. Both hug and start talking about aesthetics. You look very elegant, too. Oh dear, it's obvious you want the inheritance. Is it that obvious? I understand the humor of the two. I was sure one thing. They go along well. Yay! Missing person! Looks like we're 2 law enforcement agents.
Hello, Miss Toriel.
Everyone loves Papyrus. Papyrus, you're supposed to be formal with me, darling. We're family. Oh, right, because Sand Undertale. Well, the police officer was... Well, that made sense.
An officer always has to be respectful, madam.
This one become funny. She liked the skeleton's attitude. And enough from you, Miss Sunshine. No, ma'am, it's on me. They kiss the skeleton cheek, causing the agent to fluff. Ah! I thought you were lesbians with the lizard. The yellow lizard, not Snoozy. They are so cute. I guess they had the charm. Secret room inside of remains the voices. These are part of the new guests. Apparently, Undyne noticed the reptile. Hi, daughter. Well, I just took a jab at what Susie said, and she didn't take it very well. Fortunately, no more guests arrived. No Carol, even though this came out like a few months before chapters 3 and 4. However, that room was full. Luckily, there were 2 tables.
What are you doing here, Papyrus? It's because there are nuggets here.
Oh, he's at the kitty table! Peps, go back to the adult table.
What's Undyne? I want nuggets.
Don't worry, I'll give you nuggets. Yeah, yes, made special plates for you, little brother.
Great.
Oh, back to the topic. Medicine is the best. You still like Mew Mew? Me too. This person.
And more than that, separate the artists from their work.
I'm not spending money on Harrison Potter. I can't do that.
But you can try.
Nah. Hey, Undyne, how'd it go at work? Amazing. There's a criminal in a toy store. Really? What's the criminal doing? Setting off a bomb. Average terrorism, Al. Why do you want to blow up a toy store? Oh, because that was an explosive arrest.
Sans!
How your first day's teachers go, Cupcake? I'm turning that comedy down in front of... Mom, I turned that comedy down in front of everyone. I don't mind, Cupcake. Come on now, Zero, sweeten up a bit more. Come on, little cinnamon candy, don't be shy.
Undyne, why don't we have nicknames like that?
We do have them, Sugar Cube. Can you stop? Now we stop, Gingerbread Cookie. This is very sweet. Yes, choose you my taste. torture doesn't need adults to make joke about cakes and sweets. We, the younger ones, started talking about other topics of interest. They was to go over and shut as they spoke. It seemed like they did it on purpose. Ah! Damn old people with their romance in this dating sim. Brings up to the moment the story was pie. Ironically, it was just sweet enough with him cinnamon, sugar, and ginger. Okay, that was too much even for me. Anyway, despite everything, it was a pleasant evening. The best of the week in my opinion. But I belonged to a group that was socially accepted, that I had a role to fulfill. Doubt, I was delighted to belong to the darkness. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. I wish I could stay. Enjoy, remember to follow us on our... Ah, is that it? Is that all of it? Damn. Well, this one feedback are welcome. Right parts, see when the final game comes out. Makes sense, it is literally a demo. Well, y'all know what that means. Well, I could just end the stream here, but I won't. Let's see what we've got. Date's Tale. See what Date Tale has to offer compared to Deltarune Harmony of Hearts. To be fair, wasn't the worst. Oh, that's how you know it's gonna be good. When the title screen... no. Yeah. You know it's gonna be good when the title screen is blank. It's kind of perfect. Just get rid of the... Yeah. Hey, stop recording the Harmony of Hearts video.